Today we're looking at BTC chart, the 15th of August 2025. And in our last episode, we pinpointed key level zones that we felt that the market was actually going to react from. One of that key level zone here was this point where we outlined as one, and the other point was two. But what happened was that the market really did not go to the momentum enough, was not able to push it to react at those zones. The market just went all the way straight down. Now, you understand that when you have two zones that you feel that the market can react to, especially this point here, which is the first point, right? And this second point here, which is the second point, right? Now, if you notice the zones like this, you're advised to use lower risk management, like proper risk management, but your leverage has to be very, very slim, just in case the market, invalidates that point. And that is exactly what happened here. The market hit our stop loss at this point here, went all the way straight down to this zone below, but then actually did not trigger our entry, but started going up. So there's a tendency the market can react from this point here and go down and tap this point and go up, or it can just go up and to cover up the stuff. But then there's a clear indication this market is coming down, right? This market is actually going to come down. So already we can clearly say that these points are already invalidated. So we're taking these points, these parameters out entirely from our charts. We're taking these parameters out entirely from our charts so we can be able to get these stuffs right. So we're taking these parameters out. Okay. What are we looking at today, which is the 15th of August? We're still paying attention to our points here of entry here. We're still look at this point here, right? We looked at that zone here, this points here. The market got to this zone here, but then this was a very close buy. This was a very close buy, right? This was a very, very close buy. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at the market coming to 115. So this is no longer valid, right? So we're looking at the market coming to this zone here. This zone, this is actually the zone we're looking at. Markets can actually sell from this very, very point here. The markets can actually sell from this very point here down. The markets can actually sell from this very point here down, right? It can sell from this very point here down. There's a tendency for that, right? And go all the way down. So that is a possibility on that part from the market, right? Let me take this out also. So that is a possibility for the market. But then overall, this is what we are looking at, this point here, this zone here. This is our entry. This is the entry we are looking at for the market to come to and give us a massive buy, right? This is the point we're looking at for the market to come to and give us a massive buy. Yes, because we've seen the market, trending to the upside for a consistent period of time and created new all-time high, which is just incredible for Bitcoin, which is just incredible for BTC. You can see that here, new all-time high, 124,557. Exciting moment for Bitcoin. Trust me, a lot of people who are currently on Bitcoin are super excited for that. But then, as traders, we follow through with the waves in the market, right? We follow through with the waves in the market. We follow through with the constant waves in the market. All right. So if the market invalidates this point, this can also be a good point where we can actually see another good reaction from the market, right? This can also be another good point where we can actually see a good reaction from the market. But then overall here, if you're looking for an entry from this video, then you want to focus on this entry below here, this entry here, this entry here. So we're looking at the market starting from this very point here and going all the way up, right? All the way up. So this is it. So that's around, so that is that point here, 8.16% thereabout. So this is what we are anticipating in the movement of the market. You understand? So you really want to pay massive attention to this. This will actually be maintaining the overall uptrend that the market has been on, right? The overall uptrend that the market has been on. The market has been on an overall uptrend, right? If you look at the overall chart on a higher time frame, but if you look at it currently on a lower time frame, maybe you go lower to 30 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame, you clearly see that the market is currently experiencing a downtrend movement, right? But then we can see here also clearly that the market is trying to gain some momentum, but trust me, the market is coming down, right? The market is coming down to this zone I just made mention of, right? The market is coming down to this zone I just made mention of. So this can be an entry here, this point here, and kicking the market all the way down, right? So that can be a very good entry there that will just be kicking the market all the way down. So we can use that as an entry. Let's take this out and use that as an entry. That will just bring the market all the way down to where we are, right? To where we are. So this is the focus on this part. And this will be very, very interesting as we will be able to benefit from that movement from the market, right? That movement from the market. So keep your fingers crossed and know fully well that this game is all about patience, it's all about consistency, it's all about momentum and all that, right? So I'll highlight this just for record purposes, right here. So this is the point where we are looking out for that the market should buy from is at 115,177.5. That is where we're looking at for. So you can actually have it at 115,200. So depending on how you want to put the parameters, but we're looking at 11500 thereabout. So that is the point we're looking at for a buy from the market. The market is just going to do its thing, but then it's coming down there. As I will always say, this trading is more about 10% buys, 10% sales, and 80% waiting. You must be able to patiently wait. And also for those who are passionate about wanting to learn how to trade, our academy is open, Touch Billion Academy. You can actually learn online. You can also learn offline in our physical training center, right? So you can actually get to reach out to us and let's help you, get the necessary knowledge that you need to stay profitable in trading. The necessary knowledge that you need to stay profitable in trading. And that's like one of the best things you can actually get to do for yourself, right? So we're super excited to support you. Do well also to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do well to turn on the notification. We drop videos like this every day. Do well to comment if you have a question or contribution, and know we're here to help you win.